Good Lord. This thing desperately needs a lock on. Especially for the weapon that I'm using. Alright, so in the last video, we got severely handled by a giant pork chop with grass on it, and I didn't have the best time at all. Mainly because I tried to parry everything, and starting a new game that has a parry option when you don't know the timing of everything is it's pretty rough. The timing on this is pretty tight to pull the parry off, and that's how I get my office started with this weapon. So I just have to prepare for a what? All right, let's try this again. There we go.
Well, we made it in the end.
Oh, guess we made it to the hub.
We'd never see it again, but here we are. This is Minato.
Place is kind of dope. I definitely don't wield a katana, but that's okay. It's coming carrying some big old rat tail. Oh, she bought my rat tail. What she got in that pipe?
Oh.
My man just sitting back getting blitzed.
So, starting to feel at home yet? Really? Well, good for you then.
Got the little crib with the sliding door. I ain't mad at that. Guess we gotta explore this place a little bit. Oh, somebody stripped me. Well, yeah, can't sleep with armor on and all that. So I guess I understand. Alright, got the nice little spot. We got a balcony. We got a dryer right here. We got a sofa. Yeah, whatever this is. There's something cooking on the pot. Probably some Campbell soup.
Going out touting for business again today? Looks like you are settling in nicely. Tucker, with you doing the work of 2 or 3 men, the only job left for me is keeping my sake cup filled. Oh, quick!
Is that mountain gorilla?
Looks like it's over. That was another big one. Feels like they're getting stronger every day. It's making the bridge repairs on the old Blossom Trail impossible, apparently. Not that it matters to you with all your karakuri trickery. Ah, I nearly forgot. You should drop in on the Hime-sama later. Our steward was asking for you before.
Oh yeah, irashai. Do come in. Look at you. The picture
What you
of health
selling?
as always. Please spend as much as you like. Whatever your heart desires, you will find in the Crimson Treasury.
The Crimson Treasury. That... What? Is that like a whorehouse? Alright, so went around collecting all the side missions and turning in what I can. And oh, I thought she was invisible at first. I didn't see a head.
Your daily labors have not escaped my attention. You are a great asset to Minato. Ours is the only remaining settlement here in Azuma, once known for its fierce Bando warriors, who prevailed during the rule of the Ishido clan. With the demise of the Ishido governors, the region fell under the control of the Ago clan, but they see it as a worthless backwater. By appointing me as its steward, they neatly rid themselves of a great embarrassment to the clan. Their hope is that Minato and I both will simply vanish into obscurity.
Damn.
But arts and crafts made from kimono materials are still highly prized in the capital, though few are being made these days. Until your arrival, we had no hunters left capable of dealing with kimono as fearsome as the king tusk. Thanks to you, I sense the spirit of the town starting to revive. I am extremely grateful. Arigato. Speaking of the spirit of the town, you will have seen the windmill-like structure at the heart of Minato. The citizens call it the spirit wheel. I know nothing of the workings of karakuri, so I have no idea how it could be made to turn again as I believe it once did. But it is my earnest wish to see it too, one day revived, turning proudly and purposefully above the town, as people prosper in the streets below.
Okay, we have an objective.
If only my hollow stewardship allowed me some small degree of influence. Forgive me, I digress. I summoned you to ask for your help. The capital is crying out for new handicrafts. With your skills at our disposal, I believe we may be able to oblige. They will require materials that can only be obtained from the Tsunobashiri, a glider kimono found on Natsugodachi Isle. I request that you hunt one.
Let's be ignorant. Nah,
For some
I
time,
ain't gonna be
the
ignorant.
hunters here have taken no prey beyond the Harigasumi way, and the materials are all delivered to Suzuran-sensei for his studies. You may reach the isle by boat. Speak with the head of the Guild of Fishermen, Tsumori Nobumitsu. I do apologize for asking so much of you, but this hunt would prove most valuable to the town. There is no great urgency, however. I understand you have many demands on your time. So many citizens are clamoring for your skills. It is my earnest wish
I am that dude.
to oblige them also. In doing so, you afford Minato great strength.
Alright, so we have a main quest to take on, but before we do that, I would like to take on that sap scourge, because I need sap scourge in order to. Oh, they want me to fight two rats. I can do that. Oh, you can just do it from the map. That's kind of fire. And there's that. I love how I press parry, but it only does it when it wants to. And the lock on button is so weird. See, that's why so many like pots and potions everywhere. Yep. And the part that I hate, running after the thing after I finally build meter, after it just gets to hit me all day and, you know, just get what it wants. Excuse me, mutant frog thing. Yes, I parry, if you were asking, if you were wondering. It's a little sluggish. I can't wait till I get the mount or whatever is equivalent to tracking these things down, so I don't have to keep doing this. I just countered, I just parried, but parry doesn't exist apparently when I try to use it. You missed. I hate that move. It's no indication. It's no tell. It's no nothing. It just does it. Like it's a subtle head movement that like you couldn't just predict. And I just keep parrying and I parried but got hit anyway. Jesus Christ, man. The monster's almost dead, but it doesn't matter. Jesus. Just the parry timing is like so flimsy. It's so flimsy. Like you try to parry, and then it's like, because the camera angle is a certain way, it doesn't count. Either do it too early or too late, and it's just like, yeah, you messed up, you effed up. I was messed up. I kept calling the wrong name for the longest. I kept calling it the bladed Wasagi, and it's like the bladed Wagasa. And I think it was because my phone auto-corrected and put wasabi, so I was just calling it wasabi the whole time. I think wasabi is like a sauce.
Setting your equipment.
All right, buddy. Let's go kill a bird.
Looks like it's time to ship out at last. You took your time. Nearly nodded off. Especially with this beautiful weather we're having. So how are things? No shortage of hunting around Minato, huh?
He reminded me of the guy from Final Fantasy X. The guy that uses a soccer ball.
Well, that's life, isn't it? But it's early days. Give it time. So, you need passage to the Spirit Isle, do you? Believe me, you don't want to go there unprepared. That's where the big fish are, if you know what I mean. The kimono on the Isle are a lot tougher than the ones you've been hunting along the old Blossom Trail. I think the Spineglider inhabits the south side of the island, but I don't know exactly where you find it. In days gone by, hunters had karakuri that helped them find their prey. Without something like that, you'll just have to trawl around for it the old-fashioned way. And hope you don't net something you can't handle. I don't know. Maybe you're ready for anything. But it wouldn't hurt to check over your weapons and armor before we leave. All right, if you say so. Looks like I was worrying over nothing. Oh, yeah, one other thing. You know the Guild of Fishermen handles everything to do with shipping? Trade as well as fishing. Well, we quite often run into trouble that could use a good hunter like yourself. So if you're ever short of work, just give me a shout. Of course we would reward you for your efforts.
Bet. Just looks like you just fast travel everywhere. It's different from Monster Hunter when you just accept a quest from whoever's posting the quest. On the Spineglider. Alrighty, Spineglider it is. I think with the tails probably. That thing is probably gonna murder me in the worst way possible. climbing speed is like, it's like Zelda climbing speed. Know that Zelda climbing speed until you get the rock climbing gear. It's like that. Was that a dolphin? It sounded like a dolphin. Okay, that was very rude. Oh, it's like a puke puke. Okay, and it just... Okay, already. Already, we're on the move. Already. Make sure I'm on the right path. I heard it sounded like a dolphin. Just... I think it's doing whatever it wants to me. Dog, what is that? What is that? Why would y'all do something like that? Very sluggish. Yo, it just goes into the next thing, into the next thing. I can't even like do a move and then just transition to hit the monster. Oh, that's what it's doing. Goodness. Where are you at? Oh my God. Yep. Yo, it just goes into the next thing. That's crazy. I literally just parried. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Dog, this game needs... You talk about a game that needs an auto lock option. This is the game. This is a game that needs an auto lock option. Like, seriously. Dog. Bro, what is the hitbox? What is this hitbox? Good Lord. This thing desperately needs a lock on. Especially for the weapon that I'm using. I got a thrust and all that. And I parry, and the monster's not even there. I can't even punish the monster for getting a successful parry. Why am I not surprised about that? Oh, whew. Oh, and it has auto track like a motherfucker. Like, the auto tracking on this shit is crazy. The auto tracking in on this is fucking crazy. I'm just gonna say that. Jesus. Let me just get out of dodge. That was neat. By neat, I mean... Oh, I don't have anything. Now I do. So this game is like literally not set up for the what the fucking the parry is so flimsy, man. You can't, it's no way. There's no way you. Yeah, fuck you. It just does shit. It's no prep time. It's no prep time. It just does shit. Look at that. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Dog, when do I get the parry? When do I get the parry? Do I get a turn? Alright, I'm meant to die here. I'm meant to die. Like the fact that shit has no control, like, I gotta. It's gonna be some growing pains. It's gonna be some growing pains with this weapon. Look at that shit. Look at that. I just parried you, fuck. I just parried there, but got hit anyway. Oh my god. I just. Yeah, I know. I died. Thank you. So, assessment. Playing this weapon is probably bad for my health because I'm literally just getting hit and hit and hit repeatedly. Just getting hit. Wow. And I'm pressing healing. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why couldn't it just be that? Why couldn't it just do that before? Alright, we got the Zelda glider. Great. Oh my god, this weapon is going to... It's going to put a strain on me because I literally have to learn the entire monster's attack string before I even know what to do. Before I even know it. I have to basically guess when I fight monsters. I have to guess what's going on. And that's the worst thing you can do in a new game is guess. Have to freaking guess when the monster's going to do something. Like, that is the absolute worst thing you have to do, is guess what the monster's going to do in order to get your strings off. Because I'm basing my whole offense around this parry, because that's how I get meter. That's the best way for me to get meter.
No one's had a good hunt. Any materials you collected? Take them straight to Suzuran-sensei, would you?
I need to get used to these names. But yeah, it's just like, it's no ending. It's no startup. It's no, like, the minimalist of indications.
Are you alright, Ji-san? Do you need another rest?
It wasn't like this when the Karakuri...
Ah, you hunted a Tsunobashiri for us, did you? Those Spinegliders are tough. We owe you one.
They're not. It's just...
You're clearly well able to do your job then. But how are you holding up? No strange sensations?
Anger. That's
excellent. That's good to hear.
Best sensation I can describe. Not even anger, it's just
having a karakuri
annoyed.
May have consequences you're not expecting. The seed is a very old karakuri, the crystallization of wisdom amassed by the ancient hunters. It will make a deep physiological and mental connection with you. It allows its host to conjure and control karakuri, to influence the ki that flows through the entire natural world. In fact, until now, I honestly believed it was a fairy tale. I certainly never imagined that I'd see it with my own eyes. Yes, that's very true, but sadly it's not without its pitfalls. Firstly, I don't believe you can manipulate karakuri wherever and whenever you like.
So I'm going to die.
You've experienced that already, of course. You haven't been able to make use of karakuri here in Minato, for example, have you? Secondly, although the seed is said to contain the ingredients for a plethora of karakuri, it would appear you can't conjure them all whenever you like. I imagine there has to be some sort of trigger to stimulate the requisite memory. Given that it's a hunter's device, it seems reasonable to assume that those triggers will occur in the course of hunting activities. And thirdly, I dare say this is the most pertinent of the pitfalls from your perspective. The seed is deeply embedded in your heart. So deeply that one can no longer function without the other.
Dang.
What I'm trying to say is that if that tiny karakuri were to break, you would die. Now, it's not especially fragile, so there's no need to panic, but still, I would treat it with due care. Good. Yes, before you go, there's one last thing.
The way these kimono keep hitting me,
or rather,
due to my
elders have decided it should be done.
need to
It
parry,
result in the first pitfall that I mentioned.
I might die much sooner than
I think
I'd
it would
like
be
to.
quicker to show you rather than trying to explain further. Would you accompany me to the Spirit Isle? We can leave whenever you're ready. And Natsume will be coming along too.
Natsume, the little girl?
So a trip to the island. A boat trip. Unavoidable, I suppose. Oh, sorry. I'm talking to myself. As soon as you're ready, we'll set off together.
I guess she doesn't like boats. And I don't like squirrels now. But we're going to leave that here, folks. Thank you for joining me on another Wild Heart experience. These monsters are trolls. They're I wouldn't say challenging. They're challenging because it's new and they have a bunch of crazy mechanics. But I believe that you can, if you have the right weapon, you can overcome them pretty easily. This weapon I'm using is very dependent on parrying to get meter, to do damage, to get better attack strings, to do maximum damage. And I literally have to guess when when I have the ability to parry. And even when I parry, I'm taking damage. According to the description, if I parry, it parries everything without, you taking damage. And several times that has been false. So my playthrough will probably be very rough for this game, because I have to, I don't know, readjust my senses. I can't spam it. Like, Monster Hunter, you can do something and then just go back into it. No, it consumes stamina, and it consumes a third of my stamina, my whole stamina. So I only got 3 looks or 3 tries, and it has a cooldown. There's a animation lock while I do it. So that's just room for punishment, just everywhere. It's just going to be extremely frustrating. I know, just from doing this, I know it's going to be extremely frustrating. It's like no wonder the katana was the starter weapon, the best ease of use. Everybody's probably going to using the katana or the big blade or the bow, so they don't have to engage in these monsters. I hope the actual dual blades are much more functional than the bladed Wagasa. I like the weapon. It combos like I like. It tears stuff up. But the fact that you have to parry, and the parry isn't even all that. I can understand not spamming it, but the fact that it doesn't have it doesn't have a little more frames to get your parry off. Like, it's almost like you have to perfect parry this thing in order to get your offense off. And if monsters attack multiple times, you're going to get punished. So it's a puzzle. But I don't know. I either figure it out or I have to invest in a new weapon. But look forward to that in the next video. Do the proper thing. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.